And we're live here on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. I'm Jimmy Ginsburg, your play-by-play commentator, joined alongside Ethan Hansen, my color commentator. Now, what do you expect for today's game?
I think it's going to be a very good game. Both of these teams are really hot to start the season, and now they meet each other early on, trying to build momentum, and even a big game for later in the year for seeding in the playoffs. So it's definitely the most important game for both of these teams so far.
Yeah, and that starts off with a ball to start this game. Quick mound visit. And with that mound visit, I would just like to apologize for our camera situation. We are doing 2 streams at this moment, so we unfortunately got stuck with the GoPro, and we're in max zoom in right now. So this is the best we could get. And that is a strike. Count is now 1-1. CNS with an electric game the last time they played. Pitch. And that's followed behind him. 1-2 is going to be the count.
And this pitcher for the North Stars throws with a lot of velocity, probably one of the harder throwers in the area. So it'll be interesting to see if West Genesee can time him up here, because obviously when it's a harder throw, the ball comes off the bat harder too.
Yeah. It's going to be second ball. Ball 2-2. And that's going to be caught at shortstop. Directly to him.
And that was just exactly right after I said that. Was really hard contact. Unfortunately, just right on a line to shortstop. So it was hit hard, but not a super difficult play over there at short.
Yeah.
But West Genesee, that first at-bat, definitely timed him up. Just hit it into a bad spot.
And the pitch. And that's going to be strike 1. Looking. The second pitch is going to be outside. 1-1 now the count. They're going to call that ball high. 2-1 now the count.
Just a couple relatively close misses there. That second one a little higher than you'd like, but definitely trying to get West Genesee to chase here a little bit early on, but they've been pretty disciplined so far.
Yeah, I agree. The 2-1. Just going to swing through it. 2-2 now the count. The 2-2. He swings through it. And just a wide throw to third right there.
Yeah,
trying to throw it around.
Throwing it around after the strikeout and just threw it right by third. But that time West Genesee, you can see struggling to catch up with the velocity. Those last 2 pitches just really late on. And a quick 2 outs for the North Stars. Good start here.
Yeah. It's going to be foul tipped to the catcher. Looks like he's okay. Count's going to be 0-1. Looks like the first base umpire is going to take some time to check on his home plate umpire, who I just realized towers over everyone. It's going to be 0-1 for Armando Bennett. pitch. hit high into the outfield. Looks like it's going to be the second baseman. And he stumbles backwards while catching it. Just a great play right there all around.
And a strong start there for the North Stars. A couple easier. That last one wasn't an easy play, but just a weaker pop fly. And in the shallow outfield, you get the strikeout, and then you get the line drive. So a good start defensively.
Yeah. And with that, we'll be back here on the Northstar Network streaming live on YouTube in just a few moments. If you'd like to see other CNS sports content, don't forget to subscribe. And we're back here live streaming on the Northstar Network, live on YouTube. I'm Jimmy Ginsburg, your play-by-play commentator, joined alongside Ethan Hansen, your color commentator, for some bottom of the first action. Brennan Tyler now up. He takes strike one in there. Pitch. High and outside. It's going to be 1-1 now, the count. Steps off for a second.
Seen a couple of those already from both teams. We had 2 mound visits from the catcher in the top of the first for CNS, and now...
And that's going to be a base hit to right field. Just couldn't grab it.
And that was a similar hit we saw to end the top of the first inning, just a little blooper out to shallow right field. That time the second baseman unable to make it back in time, as that one had a little bit less height to it, so it carried a little farther.
Now batting Ben Watkins, the catcher. The pitch. And it's a bunt up the middle. He might beat it out. And he's safe. The first baseman drops it.
I'm not sure if he would have beaten out that throw anyways, but that was a really solid bunt, just right in that little no man's land between the catcher and the pitcher. And the second guy going to second would have been safe either way, and the guy to first, so it was a close play, but the first baseman drops it anyways.
And they bring in a pinch runner. Pinch running for Ben Watkins is Carter Vivacqua. And now batting for CNS, number 2, Jaden Zimmer. The pitch. It's going to be outside, ball 1. The 1-0. It's fouled off behind us. And it's going to be into the parking lots. And that's going to be weak contact to third. Might be 2. And the first baseman drops it again. So it's only going to be an out at first. Third, excuse me. And it's going to be, with that error, it's going to be runners on third and first with 1 out for the cleanup hitter, number 7, Corey Colbass.
And that was the right decision by the third
Colbus.
baseman to step on third. It was just a little bit off on the throw there, and it kind of led the first baseman right off the bag, and he wasn't able to hang on to it.
Yeah. He's just going to swing through it right there. He steps off, taking some more time. And the 0-1, runners on first and third, and he goes for a pickoff, and he's just barely in there. The pitch is going to be outside, but called a strike. I mean, from right here, it looked like a ball, but that's also, we're also high up, so could be a strike.
And during that, the North Stars did the classic runners on the corner steal situation. If the catcher throws it down to second, runner on third comes home, so nothing you can really do. So now it'll be second and third for CNS.
He swings through that. Strike three. Now that's going to bring up the freshman, number 17, Nick Semino. It's crazy. I mean, batting fifth in a varsity lineup as a freshman. That's crazy.
Looked like a little low and inside.
Yeah. The pitch. He fouls it off. Catcher taking time. One, 2 outs, two runners in scoring position. It's gonna be strike 2.
And that one just painted the corner. It looked like it could have gone either way, but it definitely looked like from up here it was right on the edge of the zone.
Yeah, and this one's gonna be testing the freshman right here. The pitch, and he swings through it. It's going to be the third out. And with that, we'll be back here on the Northstar Network streaming live on YouTube for the second inning action in just a moment. And we're back here live on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. As that one's fouled off behind him. It's going to be 0-1. The 0-1. It's going to be a little high. Maybe a little inside, too. And that's going to be swinging strike. Strike 2. And that's going to be strike 3. As CNS finally figured it out for the throw around. Just kidding. Just kidding.
And it's definitely been solid pitching by the North Stars. We definitely wish with that last inning you got a little bit of a lead, a little bit of a cushion to build on, but stranding those 2 runners in scoring position definitely hurts a little bit if you're CNS.
Yeah. It's going to be strike in there. Ball high. Seeing a little bit of a pattern here. Strike in there, then thrown a fastball high. Pitch. Ball outside. And that might be a base, and that's right to the right fielder.
That one definitely came off the bat pretty hard. It just kind of kept going. It looked like it was going to drop for a base hit, and then eventually dropped down. And I don't think that one was in the air long enough to be affected. But last time we were here, that flag out in right field was blowing straight back to home plate, which obviously does not let it carry as far. But now it's blowing directly away from home plate, which means some of these balls could fly a lot farther.
Yeah. And that's in there for a strike. The pitch. You know, that red glove right there on a yellow reminds me of Griffin Jacks of the Twins with his bright red glove as he steps off to get the signs again.
And a couple step-offs from both teams.
Yeah.
Early on, I'm not sure if it has something to do with the pace of the game or just a signing issue from the catcher.
Yeah. The pitch. It's going to be outside to the lefty. 1-2 now the count. 2 outs. In the second inning. And now the batter calls time. To the pitch. He fouls it off. The ball would have hit him if he didn't swing. Looks like he just wanted to take a rip at it. And we'll do the 1-2 again. The 1-2. It's going to be high. 2-2 now the count. Two and two for Nate Greaser. Ooh.
That looked like they might have buckled him at the knees, but
Yeah, everyone, including the batter, walked away. No ABS challenge system in this one, though. I think I said that last game, too. Oh, well. Steps off. Smart move. The 3-2. It's going to be ball 4. And that one's got to sting a little bit after the iffy ball 3 call.
yeah, and this is a good at bat by West Jenny. You go down early in the count, and you're able to battle back and get on base.
Yeah. Now batting for the Wildcats, number 12, Braden Foganier. As that one is pumped in there for a strike. The 0-1. Just a high pop-up in foul territory. As he
tried diving for it. It was a really tough
doesn't make the
situation.
catch. Okay, I could not see. Yeah, you had a better angle on that. What did you see there?
It just definitely kind of popped up, and third baseman was trying to come over, and the catcher was trying to come over, and then at the last second, the catcher just kind of dove for it when the third baseman overran it, but wasn't able to come down with it.
Got it. The 0-2, 2 outs, and he plunks him. Not a good thing to happen with 2 strikes and 2 outs.
So now West Genesee gets runners in scoring position. So the North Stars had a runner in scoring position in the bottom of the first, and now West Jenny with one in the top of the second.
And just a quick update on our flag football game. Less than a minute left. 4th and 15. CNS is up by 2 for our girls' flag football game. CNS is about to punt, and Beeville's going to have 50 seconds to score. Thank you, producer Alex. And the 0-2, or excuse me, what am I thinking? The 0-0. And it's going to be 0-1 now. The pitch. It's going to be inside. 1-1 now, the count. This is the reason, this situation right here is the reason you have seniors pitching for your team. 1-1. And he grounds it up the middle of third, and he just tags him out. Or, excuse me, not up the middle of the third, to the left side of third. Normally would have been shortstop's ball if shortstop wasn't covering second.
And that was a good decision to make the tag at third, because the throw to first running that in that angle would have been a tough play to make.
Yeah.
So going for the tag always the easier option.
And with that, we'll be back here live in the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. And we're back here live streaming on the Northstar Network, live on YouTube. In the bottom of the second now. Already. Dang. As he steps off to take the signs again.
Looks like maybe an equipment issue for one of the catchers. The pitchers had to step off twice, and the umpire just called time.
Yeah. As batting for the North Stars is going to be number 10, Kevin Gunnup, who threw, I'm going to drag it, who threw 6.2 innings of a no-hitter. He was 1 out away from a no-hitter last game. 1 out. And he has the only home run on this team this season. Speaking of fun facts, did you know our pitcher on the mound has a full ride scholarship to DeUville University in Buffalo? It's crazy. Anyways, our equipment issue is fixed. And he pumps in a strike right there. 0-1 the count.
And that first pitch, he was swinging like he wanted his second home run of the year, just not able to get a good bat on it.
No. It's going to be strike 2.
And then that time he just took one that looked a little low, kind of buckled him at the knees, but that time it's called a strike.
Yeah. The 0-2. And he follows it up. The 0-2. And it's called a ball outside.
It looks like it just missed the outside corner there.
He follows it back into the nets. And speaking of that home run, though, I don't think he's going to get it at this field. I mean, 400 feet. It's followed off way out there. The pitch. Weak ground ball that goes foul.
Definitely a lot harder to hit a home run here, like you were saying. The 330 down the foul line and the 400 to center field is more like a minor league stadium or even the smaller MLB stadiums compared to what you'd normally see at a high school field.
Yeah. That's down and away. But yeah, I think the CNS's new stadium or field that's being built, and that's going to be high, is, I think it's like 300 to the corners and then like 350 to dead center. As this might be our last live update as he strikes out. This might be our last live update of our flag football game. Beeville, it's 4th and 15, 30.7 seconds left. CNS still has the only scores of the game. As it's intercepted! It's intercepted! Oh my God. As we speak, they just intercepted. Got the game-winning interception. As the 0-0 is outside for ball 1. Great timing right there. I mean, and that's going to be strike 1. 1-1 now the count. One. It's outside. 2-1. The pitch. Swings through it. It's going to be 2-2. for number 6, Jeremy Palmer. 2-2. Swings through it.
And now, after both teams getting a runner in scoring position, but still scoreless, looks like it's starting to turn into a little bit of a pitcher's duel here early on.
Yeah.
As expected between these two teams.
Two to 0. The 1-1. The pitch. It's a nasty curveball in there. Pitch. It's low and away. 2-2 now. And deflected off the first baseman's glove, and he's going to be safe at first.
And that's it now. A couple errors by the first baseman over there for West Genesee. With 2 outs, it'll be hard to score him, but the North Star is able to get an infield single there.
Yeah. And that's going to bring up the 9-hole, Jonathan Zills, with 2 outs and a runner on first. Pitch is high and outside. Pitch. Another outside pitch, this time just low. Two oh the count. Steps off. Needs another breather.
So a few step-offs from both pitchers so far in this game. Definitely some communication and some mind games being played possibly between both teams.
Yeah. The pitch. Swings through it. 2-1 the count. The pitch. It's going to be outside. 3-1 the count. And if he walks here, this will bring up the top of the order with Brennan Tyler.
And if you get a walk here, you also see a runner in scoring position again for the North Stars.
Yes. Maybe they can. And that's to second. And that's going to be the third out of this inning. And with that, we'll be back here on the Northstar Network streaming live on YouTube in just a moment. If you want to see more calls like that great, beautiful flag football one I just had, go subscribe to our YouTube, our Instagram, or our TikTok. And we're back here live on the Northstar Network, streaming on YouTube for more baseball, as that one's high. As Ayala, is back on the mound. The 1-1. And that's a line drive. That's going to be caught and in right field after a hard line drive.
And that's 2 well-hit line drives to right field already in this game. They both just kind of hung out there for the fielder to get to.
Yeah.
But a couple of good swings by West Jenny in that right field area so far.
And the pitch, high and inside. That one's high. The pitch is fouled off. The 2-1. Ethan, are you awake over there?
I am. There just hasn't been much happening right now so far.
Sorry, I just know it's your bedtime soon. And mine.
Just a lot of foul balls so far during this at-bat, but West Genesee starting to time them up a little bit. You've seen a few line drives and just making contact on a few hits.
Yeah. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. So that breaks up the no-no.
And the Wildcats are starting to time up the North Stars here a little bit. You've seen a couple of decent line drives. That was the first one to drop, but if you get a few more of those, CNS needs to be careful here on defense.
The pitch. It's going to be ball high. Hey, Ethan. Can I tell you a joke?
Okay.
What's the difference between a pickpocket and an umpire?
What?
I'll tell you after this pitch. Which is going to be a called strike. 1-1. One steals watches. And one watches steals. Get it?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, that one was funny. It really wasn't, though. That's another strike. 1-2. And the runner's going. He's going to be safe.
So West Genesee has a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. So now you have a few or now in 2 outs. That was a strikeout. So you do have a few options if you're West Genesee now with that runner in scoring position.
Steps off. And since we're doing game updates, I would just like to point out that Yankees had a 4-run lead against the Angels, and the Angels have almost tied it. That just sums up the Yankees for you this season. The pitch. Strike in there. 0-1.
Both teams
The
have
0-1 kicks, fires. Strike in there.
both teams have left a few runners in scoring position already in this game, and it's still scoreless. It just seems like one of these teams is eventually going to get a run here.
Yeah.
And the way it's going, that one run could be the difference.
The pitch. As that's to right field. And he's going to make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning.
And if that one had dropped, it would have brought in the first run for West Genesee, as the runner on second was already stealing, and he was halfway to third by the time the ball was hit.
Yeah.
But the North Star is able to get out of it scoreless again.
Yep. And, that sums up everything. So I don't really have to say anything besides we're the Northstar Nation streaming live on, or we're the Northstar Network streaming live on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. And we're back here live on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube for more baseball. As the 0-0 is going to be strike. And it's the top of the lineup for the North Stars, number 15, Brennan Tyler. And that's going to be maybe drop. And that drops in there. Brennan Tyler with a multi-hit game today.
And that's what either one of these teams needed, was just to get that first guy on base. Now you have a base runner with no outs. It's a lot easier to score that than with one out, because then when you have a runner on base with one out, you're either looking at a double play or just hard to advance him without having a second out.
Yeah. Now batting number 1, Ben Watkins, the catcher. The brick wall, I should say. And that's going to be a ball. Yes, a ball. The 1-0. And the runner's going, but it's going to be fouled back. Tried to put in the hit and run. Tries to pick him off. Reasonable move right there. I mean, after the runner just went.
Still looking him off. Definitely trying to get a pick off here, knowing that with no outs, that runner is going to possibly score.
He might get him, but he's back in there safely. Man, that one was close.
Yeah, really close call over there at first, and that would have been a killer for CNS if you have that out there, especially with the heart of your lineup coming up here soon.
Yeah. Tries to go again. Don't know what he's seeing, but obviously he's not going to go this time. I mean, he probably will. The 2-1. That one's high. 3-1.
Look like just slightly high and inside, but we've seen a couple on the corners today that haven't been called so far for both teams.
Yeah.
But a good chance to get two guys on base here with no outs.
3-1. And he follows it back. Great time to say my second joke of the game. And last, I swear. What did the baseball glove say to the ball? Catch you later. He tries to pick him off again. This time, probably the closest one we've seen. Now 3-2. No outs. Runners on first. Heart of the lineup coming up. And that's going to be a line drive into the outfield. And he was stealing. So he is going to make it 2 bases. Runners on third and first for the star player, number 2, Jaden Zimmer.
And that was a really good line drive for the North Stars. They're seeing another pinch runner. But the North Stars now with runners on first and third with no outs almost certainly to get a run here.
Runners on first and third. The 0-0. It's going to be down low. Great stop by the catcher. The pitch. Foul tip into the glove. Strike 1. Pitch is outside and high, 2-1. Tries to pick him off at first.
Yeah. And a lot of pickoff moves by West Genesee in this inning. Haven't been able to get one yet. But
Yeah.
the North Stars need to be careful here because they're being very aggressive with those.
Yeah. The 2-1. Called a strike. That one looked more outside than the one previously called. 2-2 now. It's 2-2 for number 2. The pitch. And he swings through it.
And that's a huge strikeout for West Genesee because now you have the double play as a possibility if you get a weak ground ball here in the infield. But anything that reaches the outfield, even a fly ball, will score the go-ahead run here.
And that's probably the scariest thing I've ever seen. You have your cleanup hitter, guy named Colby Colbis, using a country walk-up song. as he bunts. Just real quickly, the view from this box booth is probably one of the best I've ever seen. You have the dome right there. You have all of the city of Syracuse right there. It's just great, especially during the night. Pitch. Swings through it as the runner goes to second. Takes the base. 0-2, 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. Will this be the first run and more than likely deciding run of the game?
And that was the second time today we've seen that steal move with runners in the corners because the catcher is forced to hang on to it. Otherwise, the runner on third comes home.
Yeah. And swing and a drive! Way back there. And it's caught. The runner does tag up, though, as it was deep enough.
That one was hit back way deep, just unfortunately ran out of steam. But it was well deep enough to get the go-ahead run in for the North Stars here to take a 1-0 lead.
As this is probably one of the best walk-up songs I think I've heard. 20 Minutes by Lil Uzi Vert for number 17, Nick Semino. The pitch. Strike one. That one's low. Good stop by the catcher to keep it right there in front of him. One already scored in this inning. Let's see what they can do with 2 outs and a runner on second base. And that one's a called strike. Looked inside.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch on that inside edge of the plate. Looks like it could have been called either way, but they're going to give it to the strike that time.
Yeah. The pitch. As that's fouled off his foot. The pitch. She swings through it.
Not too bad there for West Genesee when you have 2 runners in scoring position, only give up the 1 run. So definitely manageable here for the Wildcats.
Yeah. But with the way that this game is going, you still don't know. That could be the only run of this game. But with that quick recap, we'll be back here in just a moment, streaming live on YouTube. And we're back here live, streaming on the Northstar Network, live on YouTube for more baseball. And so that one runs inside. That one's also called the ball. That time outside. The pitch. Or no, that other one was called a strike. Excuse me, so the count is now 1-2.
Going to be big for the North Stars here to get that first strikeout. We've noticed when teams get the first out without getting a base runner on, it's been hard for them to score.
Yeah. As he does get it. Pitch. In there for strike one. The 0-1. Outside. Ball one. Pitch.
And this time was a really good pitch right in that low part of the zone, right at the knees.
Yeah, I mean, now it's 1-2. Let's see what he can do. That one rhymed. Someone laughed at me. So that one's up the middle for the catcher as he bobbles it. And there's no throw. So it's now going to be a runner on first.
Struggle there. He tried to barehand it and make the throw to first quick. Just wasn't able to kind of pick it off clean. So West Genesee able to get a base runner now with the double play in effect now with one out.
So now, runner on first, one out. Ball outside.
That first ball, they might have been throwing it out on purpose to try to get the runner to steal.
And that one's back. But it's caught.
And that's the third line drive today we've seen to right field that's hung up just long enough for the fielder to get to it.
Yeah, and it was still smoked. Pitch. Inside. The pitch. High. And that's another ball. The 2-0. It's high again. 3-0 now the count. The 3-0. Ball four. 4 balls in a row. Now runners on first and second.
2 base runners for West Genesee, but 2 outs, so they need to get a hit here to tie the game.
As that one's behind us. It's just going to be 0-1 the count. The 0-1.
That time he got him to chase there. It was outside. You can see him almost try to hold back a swing. Still made a weak contact and fouled it right back.
As that's fouled back. The 0-2. Fouled off.
This would be a big strikeout for both teams as West Genesee's left runners on base in pretty much every inning.
Yeah.
And the North Star is able to keep it scoreless.
The pitch. That one's high. Going to be 1-2, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Two and 2 now the count. Pitch. It's a high infield fly. And that's caught by the shortstop, Jaden Zimmer, for the out. And with that, we'll be back here live on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube in just a moment. Don't go anywhere in this close game. And we're back here live on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube for bottom of the fourth action. And it's 0-1. And that's a bunt. That's going to go foul. for number 10, Kevin Gunnup.
And the North Stars have a good chance to get a couple run lead here now rather than just the 1-0 lead, which can go a long way, especially in a game as low scoring as this one's been.
Yeah. He fouls that one back into the net. The pitch. As he is very disciplined right there to lay off of it. As he strikes out swinging right there. So now 1 out.
Good strikeout there for West Genesee, able to get the first guy out. One thing I have noticed is both starting pitchers are still in the game, and I do not see anyone warming up for the North Stars, which means both pitchers must be feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah. The 1-1. Fouled back towards us. And the 1-2. As it hits him.
People from West Genesee think it might have hit the bat while he turned in on it, but they're going to say he was hit, and that's in the really painful spot to get hit by.
And watching this replay. Oh, yeah. He got hit in the hand. And that is... Oh, no. JP, Jeremy Palmer's taking more time over there. Let's hope he's okay.
So now another good chance for the North Stars to build on this lead now with another base runner.
And that's fouled back over the net this time. The 0-1 is outside. Ball. Or he does call that one. Okay, he does call that one a strike. 0-2 now. Pitch. Tries to bunt, pulls it back. Snap, throw to first. Runner is safe. The 0-2. Another foul ball. This time is off the net.
That scoreboard out in right field was off for a second. That one pitch on the corner was displayed as a strikeout there, but was called a ball on the field. So it said 0-2 for a while, but now it's been back to 1-2.
Got it. And he does strike out. Now batting, number 3, Jonathan Zills. That pitches outside. Ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled back. And that ball is not going to be found. The 1-1. Strike 2. 1-2. 2 outs. Runner on first. Bottom of the 4th.
A really good breaking ball there for West Genesee, trying to get out of this inning scoreless again.
Yeah. Pitch. Fouled it back. Now we do only have about an hour and 10 minutes left of play before the lights go off, which will be really scary. I'm kidding.
They did tell us before the game.
That's another foul ball.
They did tell us before the game that at OCC, if any game goes till 10:30, the field technically closes and they had to stop the game early. It is only 9:07, and we only have 3 innings left in a pitcher's duel, so we shouldn't get to that point. But that is what would happen if it was a different game.
And it's crazy because the lights just turn off. Like, it gets scary. As that's another foul ball. Jeez, if he keeps hitting foul balls, we are going to be here till 10:30. The 1-2. And he finally hits it into fair territory. And it's caught in center field. Great play right there. And with that, we'll be back for 5th inning action in just a moment here on the Northstar Network. We're streaming live on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Dun, dun, dun. And we're back here live on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube for 5th inning action. And that one's high pop fly to the shortstop. Our sunshine, Jaden Zimmer, for the first out.
Only 1 hit in the game For West Genesee, it's been really shut down defense by the North Stars.
Yeah.
West Genesee yet to score a run yet, just trying to find something now as they're down to 3 more chances.
That's a showing bunt.
There is someone warming up over in the bullpen for CNS, so I would assume this will be the last inning for Ayala, and I'm sure we'll see someone come in the 6th.
Pitch. That's going to be a strike. The 1-1. High. And West Genesee's crowd did not like that.
And this is something you don't see much at these high school baseball games. There is a pretty decent-sized crowd here.
Yeah.
But it's a reasonable drive for both schools, and it is the biggest game for both of these schools so far.
Pitch. And the batter thought that that pitch was a good pitch and is mad that he fouled it off and said some angry, mean words that are not okay to say during a school event. As he gets a base hit, going for 2.
And that's the one hit that could change a game like this. Now West Genesee has the runner in scoring position with 1 out, and now they're a base hit away from being tied.
Runner on second. Deciding run. And that pitcher has been in there for a bit of time. You might be thinking that, they might bring him in pretty soon. Time is called by the batter. Pitch. That's fouled away, and that barely stayed in. Pitch. And that's a high fly ball to center field. Going back on it. Not tagging up. Thought about it, but decides to return. Smart decision Smart decision right there with a great arm out there in center field. So now 2 outs.
And that one was hit really well. Just, again, a really long field here at OCC. Some of the smaller stadiums, that one's getting close to the warning track or maybe grazing the top of the fence, but not here.
No, definitely not here at OCC. And a balk did happen. And Aiello is confused.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't see anything either.
Neither did I. As we are getting an intense replay right now. Huh. Well, that could be a deciding factor in this game.
Well, now West Tennessee, there is 2 outs, but you have the runner on third. So if you can get a ball on the ground in the outfield, it will tie this game. Luckily for the North Stars with 2 outs, it's basically the same situation you had with the runner on second.
And he is not happy with that call, so he is pumping in strikes right there. With my imaginary radar, I clocked that in at 103. Pumping heat right now. That one was 106 on my radar.
So good chance for the North Stars here to just erase the balk completely. Maybe get a 3-pitch strikeout here, keep it 1-0.
Looking at my radar here, I got 109 on that pitch. Here's the proof. Got 109 on that pitch. Let me clock in the West Genesee players for their warm-up. I just got 107, so they're all throwing heat. Which is why you should stay tuned to watch the rest of the game. We're the Northstar Network. We're live on YouTube. We'll see you after their warm-up. And we're back here live on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. Back here for the top of the lineup with Brennan Tyler, who is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, as he takes a fastball right down the middle. And that looks like another base hit.
It's going to drop foul.
Ooh, it hooks foul. Would have been a clutch, maybe game-securing hit right there.
The way this game has gone, if the North Stars can get to 2, it definitely puts them in a much more comfortable position than they've been in right now, as it's still scoreless for West Genesee.
Yeah. And that's going to be his third base hit of the game. He is now 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Having a great game today.
And that was quite the play over at shortstop, just to keep that ball in the infield. Third baseman misses it. Shortstop makes the diving play. Runner was going to be a base hit either way, but great effort there at short.
Yeah. Now you would expect maybe a bunt or a hit and run situation, which is why he might pick off right here. What'd I tell you?
And West Tennessee's been doing a ton of pickoffs in this game.
That's a strike. 0-1 now the count. Another pickoff. You just got to think one of these times it's just going to be a missed throw and it's going to go behind the first baseman and get a runner on second or even maybe even third.
Yeah, and the runner isn't even leading too far. They're just really trying to get him out, and a third pickoff attempt, and that's one of the new rules in the MLB, I'm pretty sure, is it's only 2 for at bat. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's weird. Like if it's you get 3 attempts, but on that third attempt if you don't get them out, they get to go to second. It's just MLB's new way of speeding up games.
And they've definitely been working, because some of these high school games with 7 innings take just as long as these 9-inning MLB games do now.
Yeah.
That 2.5 hour, 2 hour, and 40-minute range.
As he's called looking on a backwards K, as now our sunshine, Jaden Zimmer, is up to bat. All right, let's go. Zimmer down now. Yep, good eye, good eye.
Interesting to see with all these pickoff attempts if the North Stars finally attempt to steal.
It's also outside. With both pitches outside.
And that second one almost looks like it might have been a pitch out, because the catcher immediately turns the throw to first.
Yeah, I mean, I think right here would be the time to go. As that one's a called strike. Visibly disagrees with that one. Two and one out. Runner on first. They go for another pickoff.
Another one on the outside corner called a strike there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that one.
Definitely got to be chasing there now for those last couple ones.
And he calls him out. They say that's a strikeout.
Now it's the same pitch, 3 pitches in a row, all on the outside corner, and all 3 were called strikes.
I mean, yeah, like that's in the other batter's box.
And that one stinks because the North Stars are able to get the base runner on second, but there is 2 outs.
As they do call a mound visit. Smart right here as the setup, maybe relief pitcher is getting warmed up in the bullpen right now. Pitch. Ball low. Looks like the same exact pitch as before. That one's high.
Still calling for a pickoff over there behind the pitcher at second. Not going to go for it right now. But you can see both teams being very aggressive here.
Pitch. They say he didn't go. 3-0 now the count.
It definitely looked like from here it was very close, but he did not go.
Crowd visibly angry and verbally angry, as that one's in there for a strike this time.
I'm not sure what side of the crowd it came from. Judging the reaction after that strike, I'm thinking it's the West Genesee side.
Yeah.
But definitely was looking at a 4-pitch walk there, and that was going to be taken definitely going to be taken there by the batter.
That one's fouled off. Count juiced now. The pitch. Ball 4. And he takes his base. Even the player's visibly angry.
So now a good chance for the North Stars trying to get a base hit here, which would give them an extra lead, 2-0, but you do have 2 outs.
As this will bring up the freshman, Nick Somino. The pitch. Inside. Almost hits him. The 1-0. And that's going to be a base hit. This might score a run. Offline throw. And he's safe.
Really big hit there by the North Stars. Gets them a 2-run lead in this low-scoring game. That throw wasn't terrible there from the outfield. Just a little wide left of the plate, and it would have been on time if it was more accurate. And it looks like it's going to be enough of this pitcher's day as the Wildcats will put in a new guy possibly here.
The freshman there. Came in clutch. With that mound visit, we'll be back in just a moment here on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. And we're back here live on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. Just a quick recap. The freshman Nick Cimino had a clutch base hit that drived in a run. As now, we have number 10. Excuse me, number 10, Kevin Gunnup. That's called strike.
That was a good breaking ball coming in from the outside.
Yeah. 0-2 now the count.
A little bit of a different look now out there with the lefty for the North Stars that are batting.
Foul tip.
Looked like he either got tipped or a piece of the bat got right on the catcher's hand.
And with that, we'll be back in just a moment. And just a quick update, the catcher is okay. And another update. This is normally when Ethan turns his light off to go to bed. And so do I. Actually, no, I think I would have been 20 minutes earlier. As that's up the middle and runs it. And it's going to be an out. But a run does score in the inning off a clutch base hit by Nick Cimino. And with that, we'll be back here in just a moment here on the Northstar Network. Don't go anywhere. And that is strike one. Yeah. The pitch. And that's fouled back. Strike two. Wind the kick. Just low.
Yeah, it looked like just low from up here. West Genesee, if they want to get back in this one, they're down to 2 chances. Have to find a way to get a runner on base here.
And that one's a swing. And it's dying. Oh. Man, I really wanted to see a home run. I got a great home run call too.
Hard to get him at this field, but
Yeah.
Definitely get some chances once the new CNS field is done.
Yeah. Hey, we're lucky because some fields, some schools don't even have fences. So that's going to be ball 1. That's going to be outside. Ball 2. These are going to be the second to last at-bats for the Wildcats.
Watching to see a good chance to get a base runner here with a 3-0 count. Likely going to see a take here regardless of where the pitch is.
Sorry, though, we don't have anything that's open.
Three, two, 1. And that pitch is outside. And that is going to be into the gap. This might be the first run for West Genesee. And this is going to be a triple. And it's a triple. Bobbled. And he stays at third. That is going to be a triple right there. And just like that, West Genesee is back into this game in the late stages with 1 out, runner on third, down by 1 run in the 6th inning. And to put the cherry on top, they bring in a pinch runner. Yeah. Just a quick recap. After that triple, they did have a little bit of a mound visit. And now we're here. Bunt. He's going to be safe at first. And a call called safe, or excuse me, safe at home, and then it called safe at first.
And a really good bump by West Jenny. Didn't even attempt the throw home. There was no chance. And then the play at first, another bang play.
Man, I don't know about that one. As head coach Bailey tried to argue it, but looks like the ump stood firm and said, "Nuh-uh, this is my decision." Looking back on it, though, I mean, yeah, he looked out.
And still only 1 out. So now the North Stars need to find a way out of this inning without trailing. And this one's hit well too, but should just be a weaker pop-up.
That great way to track that down, though, because that was hit into like that one spot where like the left fielder, the center fielder, the right fielder, and the second baseman, sometimes even the first baseman too, all go for it. As this is going to be a bang play. And he's safe at third, safe at first, 2 outs, runners on the corners, tie game. Going into, after this, the bottom of the 6th out of 7 innings. Did somebody say 6-7?
Now if you're the North Stars, you have to find a way to get this out, because if you don't, you're going to be trailing in this game.
As that is scooped. And then going to be the out at first. So North Stars save the run. But it is still going to have some damage as 2 runs do score. We'll be back here in just a moment. Please stay. You want to watch this. Welcome back to the Northstar Network live on YouTube for 6th inning action in a tie game, as that is going to be ball 1. Every pitch here could be the closing or the pitch that decides this game. as that is ball 2. The 2-0. Strike. 2-1.
And be huge for the North Stars trying to take this lead if they can get this first base runner on.
Yeah. Looks like they are, though, with the 3-1 count. The pitch is going to be outside. 5-pitch walk. And now batting, number 9, Lawson Recusser.
Another pickoff attempt from West Genesee there. Really trying to get this base runner off. They haven't been able to get it to work yet so far.
Hopefully Recusser can wreck this game. And we believe that the scoreboard, the official one, is off. It should be 1-1, we believe.
And a good chance for the North Stars now with a runner on and no outs. Need to find a way to get a hit here. Get 2 guys on, maybe get a guy in the corners. And this game was really slowed down over the last couple innings. A lot of pickoff moves and a lot of pitch mound visits. Another long mound visit there.
Yeah.
And a really good really good breaking ball there to get it onto that outside corner.
Count should be 2-2, but it says 1-2. The pitch, and that's grounder to second. Could be 2. As that gets inside the dugout, so that is going to be out of play. So he's going to get to second base with 1 out.
They were able to get the out at second, so that will be the first out. But the ball goes out of play, which now the North Stars have a runner in scoring position with just 1 out in this inning.
I'm shaking in my boots right now. And we are 1 batter away from Brennan Tyler, who is 3 for 3 this game. Pitch. That's up the middle to the pitcher. Goes to third. He's out at third. They decide to go to third instead of first. And they get him out. That has to be a killer for them.
And you can see the coach is upset at Weckeser Probably would have wanted him to stay on second there and not try to force it to third.
And he is safe at second after stealing the base.
If Tyler can get another hit here to get to 4 for 4, that would also potentially give the North Stars the lead.
And they intentionally walk him. They intentionally walk Brennan Tyler to bring the number 2 hitter, Ben Watkins, up to the plate.
And that only leaves one runner in scoring position still for West Genesee, so that's not a huge killer for you, while intentionally walking the North Stars' best hitter tonight.
Yeah.
If CNS gets a hit here, then West Genesee will be paying the price as the lead will go up to 3-2.
One now the count. As our producer is crossing his fingers for something good to happen. Either ways. So it's a foul ball off his foot. That one had to have hurt. I mean, just off the foot right there. And hits the velo grunt. But that is a fastball inside. 2-2, 2 outs.
And the North Stars really trying to get this hit here, or just get on base anyway.
And that's a ball. 3-2 now the count. On deck is our sunshine, Jaden Zimmer. And he takes the walk. Bases loaded for the 3-hole, Jaden Zimmer. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
And a really big spot here for the North Stars, and really both teams. This could be an at-bat that decides the game, as you're looking at possibly going into extra innings if you can't get the out here, which I think at this stage and time of day no one wants. And then obviously if the North Stars can get a hit here, you take the lead going into the last inning where West Genesee would be forced to score.
And we're back, and probably arguably one of the biggest moments in this game right now for none other than Jaden Zimmer, the Mike Trout of this team, the Aaron Judge, who takes the first fastball down the middle, which I'm okay with. Let's see what he can do with this, though. Ooh, inside. I'll fight you.
And there are definitely some people that will tell you in that situation to take the hit, because a hit by pitch in this moment does actually give the North Stars the lead. But obviously you're just going to instinctively try getting out of the way.
As that one's low. 2-1 now the count. They walk in this run. It brings up the 4-hole hitter. The 2-1 kicks, fires. Strike 2. 2-2, 2 outs for number 2. With 2 runs scored. Second to last inning.
And Zimmer's had a few pitches on that outside corner not go in his favor. It'll be interesting to see where West Jenny goes with this pitch.
Pitch. Swings through, drop third strike, and he steps on first. Or, excuse me, home. And with that, we'll be back for tie game 7th inning action after the short break. Don't go anywhere. And, heck, tell your friends about this. This is clutch. And subscribe. And we're back here live on the Northstar Network for one of the most anticipated moments of the past 30 seconds. Now pitching for the North Stars, Gary Thibault. Answering that question from the comments, do you mean like what I would do in that situation, or do you mean like what I was thinking? And the 1-1. High pop fly. Think that's foul.
I mean, that just hit the roof, I think.
And then it hit the stands. One, two. Outside. And to answer your question, what I would do is, in that first situation with Zimmer, I would try to, take that hit by pitch, maybe be more disciplined at the plate with taking more pitches, trying not to swing so we could get that one run. And that's a foul ball, but that's just me. Something else I would do is not have sent that runner to third base for that crucial second out that West Genesee needed to win this game. So he takes a step off and cools himself down. Pitch. That's a ground ball to shortstop. And he gloves it. Makes a throw. Just a little too late. Great play. Now runner on first.
And now a big spot for West Johnny. They can take their first lead of the game if they can get a couple hits together here.
The score of the Angels and Yankees game, to answer your question, is tied in the bottom of the seventh, 8-8. Yankees are batting with one out, no runners on bases. Here comes the pitch. Tries to bunt. They do say he pulled back in time, so that is going to be ball one. 1-0 now. Here's the pitch. Fake bunt. It's going to be strike in there.
Yeah, that time it was a good pitch on the outside corner. Northstar is definitely trying to get a double play here if there's anything in the infield.
Yeah. "26 minutes until our time limit. To be safe at first. Does get the out at second, though.
Yeah, good job to get the out at second because that runner would have been in scoring position if you take the out at first instead.
And then you wouldn't have the force play, so you would have had to intentionally walk a runner to get that force play.
I would not be surprised to see another bunt attempt here from West Genesee. Otherwise, if you get a weak ground ball, you're looking at a double play.
Yeah. Or we can also just hit home runs. Those are fun, too. But preferably CNS. Just a quick tip for you guys. 11 p.m. is our lights out curfew for teams. A new inning won't start past 10:45. As we get set up for the one out, runner on first, batter. And that's a ground ball to third base. Might turn two. And they turn two.
Really big play there for the North Stars now. You go into the bottom of the seventh with one run to win the game.
As the North Stars turn two right there. Man, that after just watching that replay for a couple of seconds, that was just great play right there. But with that, we're going to be saying this for the last time, hopefully. We'll be back in just a short moment here on the Northstar Network. If you want to see any more of these action-packed Northstar, CNS, Northstar games with crucial moments like this, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see those moments in short films, subscribe to our TikTok and our Instagram. And we're back here live for 7th inning action here. As you can really feel the pressure now with our number 4 batter for the North Stars, Colby Kolbis. As that's ball 1 outside.
North Stars just need to get 1 run here to end the game. And a big thing for that would be getting this first base runner here.
As now that is the second ball. 2-0 now the count. The 2-0. Down. And that's going to be 3-0 now.
Really good chance for the North Stars to get this first base runner now.
After that, that is going to bring up the freshman, Nick Cimino. That's going to be strike 1. 3-1 now the count. And the one to kick the pitch. Ball 4 here. I was going to bring a runner on first for Nick Cimino. As I've already said 17 times in this game, the freshman. The pitch.
And if the North Stars can get one in scoring position here with no outs, be a really good spot for them.
The bunt. And he bunts it. Great bunt right there from the freshman, Nick Cimino, the freshman. That's his nickname now, is the freshman.
And now you have you have a runner in scoring position with 1 out and no ability to get a fourth, so you might see an intentional walk here.
Hey, we got Kevin. The pitch. Ball 1. The pitch. Ooh, and he fouls it back.
If you get one more of those down the line, this game will be over. Just need to get a little earlier on that.
And if you hit a slow roller up the middle, that gets past. That could also end this game too.
Anything in the outfield that's on the ground, really.
Yeah. And that's another bunt! He might beat it out! He beats it out! And now runners on first and third. 1 out.
And now you just need to put it in play if you're the North Stars. Ideally, you want a fly ball in the outfield, tag up, win the game, or just get anything on the ground here. But with that runner on first, the one thing you cannot do is get a ground ball that turns into a double play.
That would be a soul killer. But we got JP, Jeremy Palmer up to bat. The Shohei Ohtani of the North Stars. The pitch. Pitch out.
Would not be surprised to see the runner on first go here, which gets rid of the force. And now we're going to get a talking from the West Genesee coach.
And with that, we'll be back here live on the Northstar Network in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. And we're back here live on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube for one of the biggest moments in this game, maybe of all the baseball season. The pitch is inside to Jeremy Palmer, who has a chance to walk this game off after getting the save the last time they played on the mound. And that's going to do it. If he catches this, he's going to tag up. And he dives and misses it. That's the game-winning run. CNS walks it off a base hit from Jeremy Palmer. Oh, my goodness. And they did it. CNS wins this ball game.
And a huge hit there by Palmer into the outfield. Outfielder almost had it, wouldn't have mattered. It comes down, and the North Star is able to win.
And with that one, this is us on the Northstar Network signing off after a great one. Big shout out to my crew over here, Alex, Schneibel, Ethan Hansen, and a big, huge shout out to everyone that makes this possible, including our facility manager, Joe Howell, and our athletics director, Tim Benarski. And thank you to our athletic trainers, Brian Backlund and Katie Clark, for keeping our athletes safe. This is the Northstar Network signing off.